Australian hardcore punk bands tend to have local fan bases, although a number have toured Australia and internationally. Recorded material by these bands is often hard to find, as many focus on the live shows, which are the mainstay of the scene. Prominent bands from the scene that have been recognized by the mainstream have included Toe to Toe, Mass Appeal and Mint Snare, while many relative newcomers, such as Ill Brigade, Miles Away, Break Even and 50 Lions to name a few examples, have enjoyed some commercial success due to the recent popularity of the genre. Many of these bands are currently very popular and are bringing some mainstream attention to the label hardcore. Australian hardcore is played on the national Triple J network in the short, fast, loud program and on a number of local stations. Early history, 1980s. Mass Appeal of Sydney were one of the first hardcore acts to perform in Sydney, playing their first gig in 1985 and releasing an 12 album entitled Nobody Likes a Thinker in 1986, as well as the Hard-Ons at the same time. Another early band in the hardcore punk scene was Adelaide's Where's the Pope, which formed around 1985 and released their first LP, Straight Edge Holocaust, in 1987. Also forming in the 1980s was the Perth band Rupture, but the real home, from the early 1980s, of punk rock in Australia was Melbourne. The Seaview Ballroom, the Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales were the places where legends were made, with a scene that grew and grew. Some of the legends were Civil Dissident, Depression, Gash, Arm the Insane, Death Sentence, The Rejected, Death Mission, World War 24, Psychotic Maniacs, Vicious Circle, End Result, Ribcage Wrestlers, Permanent Damage, CHAOS, Progression Cult, Sick Things, Perdition, Positive Hatred, Suicide Squad, Box of Fish, Feed Time, Example Head, Toys Went Berserk, Crucified Truth, I Spit on Your Gravy, Public Execution, Lethal Overdose, Civil Dissident. All of these bands had vinyl releases in the 1980s. However, there were also a lot of bands that went straight to CD or were never recorded, such as SIC, Poppin', Momass, Fester's Fanatics, Public Nuisance, Bastard Squad, Force-Fed, Damage Case, STE, Scum of the Earth, The Dirks, Rotten Tomatoes, Murder Murder Suicide, The Cosmic Psychos, NTT, Culture, Ideology. Winston McCall of Parkway Drive commented in an interview about straight edge and veganism. Veganism and straight edge beliefs are becoming more prominent in the hardcore scene, and in Adelaide in particular. According to McCall, I'd say Adelaide has probably got the biggest straight edge, vegan scene in Australia. In Byron there's about 5 straight edge kids and I think maybe 2 kids that are vegan and that's about it. McCall laughs. I'm vegetarian myself and there's a couple of us that are straight edge, but we just wanna have fun and play music. We do believe in trying to make a difference in some way, but as a whole we don't really champion any beliefs. We're just a hardcore band. Radio shows. The ABC Triple J network has a weekly program, Short, Fast, Loud, which showcases some punk and hardcore music released both locally and elsewhere. The show focuses on a range of music, from radio-friendly acts such as Go It Alone, Stolen Youth and Miles Away, to smaller, more obscure acts such as Hospital the Musical, Bad Day Down, Robotosaurus, This City Sunrise and RAD. Australian record labels releasing hardcore: Aniseed Records, Annoy and Destroy Records, Arrest Records Australia, Blow Blood Records, Broken Hive Records, Common Bond Records, Cool Death Records, Disinfect Records, Dead Souls Records, Disconnect Records, Dogfight Records, El Shaddai Records, Helta Skelta Records, Inner City Uprising, International Trash Records, Lackluster Records, Life, Lair, Regret Records, Lost Boy Records, Missing Link Records, Monolith Records, Nile Gun Murder Records, New Justice Records, Midnight Funeral Music, P Records, Resist Records, Sexy Romance Records, Shock Entertainment, Telltale Records, 10-Speed Music, Trial and Error Records, Urban Rage, Washed Up Records, UNFD Records, Pronounced, Unified, formerly Boomtown Records. Prominent and active Australian hardcore bands: 50 Lions, Against, Blockout, Born Free, Break Even, Civil War, Controlled, Crowned Kings, Confession, D's Nuts, Endless Hates, Extortion, Free World, Frozen Over, Guilt Trip, Hostile Objects, Hertzunit, I Killed the Muslim Prom Queen, Iron Mind, King Parrot, Mark My Words, Mass Appeal, Miles Away, Mint Snare, Mood Swing, The Others, Outright, Parkway Drive, Proclaim, Reactions, Reincarnation, Relentless, Restrictions, Rupture, Rust Proof, Selfish Act, Sense of Purpose, Sick People, Staunch, Street War, Survival, Throwdown SCHC, Toe to Toe, Ultimatum, Vigilante, The Wait, Where's the Pope, Worst Possible Outcome,